Hello class, welcome to lesson 4. This is solve addition and subtraction equations. So your objective is I can solve addition and subtraction equations by using algebra. We're going to go over subtraction property of equality, which is if you subtract the same number from both sides of an equation, the two sides will remain the same. So we can see here that 3 plus 4 equals 7 is true. It's equal, right? Because if we were to add 3 plus 4, we would get 7. And that's equal to 7. So according to this rule, if we subtract 4, which would be 0, and we did that to the same thing on the other side, so we did 7 minus 4 gives us 3, it's still equal. So what you do to one side, you have to do to the other. That's what we can get out of this. So what you do to one side, you have to do to the other. When I say side, I'm talking about our equal sign. So here's one side, here's the other side, separated by the equal sign. All right, our vocab word is inverse operations, which is operations that undo each other or cancel out. That's what we're going to use. We're going to use the word cancel out. So what operation would cancel out addition? Subtraction, right? And what operation would cancel subtraction? Addition. So if we look at the example from the subtraction property of equality, we had 3 plus 4. To cancel out the plus 4 here, you do minus 4, which equals 0. If it was 3 minus 4, you would do plus 4, which would cancel out and still be 0. So they cancel each other out. All right, unlock the problem. So solve the equation and check. So we have d plus 5 equals 23. So we need to find the value of d. So to do that, I'm going to use inverse operation. So we have addition here. Inverse operation of addition is subtraction. So I'm going to subtract 5 from this side of the equation and to the other side. 5 minus 5 is 0, so those are canceled out. So now I have d plus 0 equals 23 minus 5 would be 18. So a d plus 0, if there's nothing to add, plus 0, then it's d equals 18. Let's check that. So I'm going to plug that in. So we have d plus 5 equals 18. Oops, no, it doesn't. D equals 23. Where d equals 18. So let's plug it in. 18 is our given, plus 5 equals 23. So now we're back to lesson 1. You just plug in your variable. So 18 plus 5 is 23. Is that equal to 23? Yes. So our answer is d equals 18. All right, our steps. All right, here are our steps. So we're going to use this same example from Unlock the Problem, d plus 5 equals 23. And our goal, whenever you're given a problem like this, where you're trying to solve for the variable, your goal is to isolate the variable. So the variable wants to be on its own little only island. So it wants to be on its own little island. This is my island, that's a palm tree. The variable wants to be on its own, on its island, on the one side of the equation. So when I say sides, I mean this is one side, this is the other side, and the equal sign is what separates the sides. So let's look at our steps to figure out how we'll do that. So you go, step 1 is to identify the number that needs to be brought to the other side. So we have d plus 5 equals 23. So the number that needs to be brought to the other side is 5. Because we want to isolate the variable. So we want to get d to be by itself. So to get d by itself, we have to get rid of 5 on this side and bring it to the other side. So to do that, use inverse operations to bring the number to the other side of the equal sign. So d plus 5 equals 23. So I need to use inverse operations. So the inverse operation of addition is subtraction. So minus 5. And what I do to one side, I have to do to the other side. So our important note is what you do to one side, you have to do to the other. So I am using inverse operations to bring 5 from 5 over here. I'm subtracting 5 to that side, so I have to subtract 5 to this side. And step 3 is to solve for the variable's value. So now I have d plus 5 equals 23. I'm subtracting 5 to both sides. And once I subtract 5, it gets canceled out. So now I have 23 minus 5 would give us 18. So we would have d equals 18. Now we need to check our answer by plugging in our answer from step 3 into the original equation. So we have d plus 5 equals 23, where d equals 18. So 18 plus 5 equals 23. 23 equals 23. So yes, it works. All right, let's look at some examples. So for example 1, we have n plus 13 equals 80. So we need to solve for n. And remember, our goal is to isolate the variable. So our variable is n, so we want to get that by itself. And this is the term we will be moving to the other side. So since it's plus 35, I'm going to do minus 35 to cancel it out. And what I do to one side, I have to do to the other. So this cancels out. My n comes down, so I have n equals 35 minus 80. Oh no, 80 minus 35. So according to this, n equals 45. Now let's check our answer by plugging it in. Do it over here. All right, I have 45 plus 35 equals 80. So 5 plus 5 is 10. So I put my 0, carry the 1. 4 plus 3 is 7, plus 1 is 8. So 80 equals 80. Is that right? Yes, it is. So n equals 45. All right, let's try it with example 2. All right, so I have 12 equals x minus 24. So x is the variable I want to isolate, and 24 is the term I want to move to the other side. So to do that, I have to do plus 24 to this side of the equation and to the other side of the equation. And let me explain why it cancels out, because if we did inverse operations, this would equal 0. So if we were to rewrite this, so I would bring the minus sign and the x down, so it would be x minus 0, and then it would be equal to 12 plus 24, which 2 plus 4 is 6, and 2 plus 1 is 3. So I'd have 36. This information is unnecessary because anything minus 0 is itself. So we don't have to do that. So that's why we say these cancel out. So therefore, x equals 36. Let's check that. So I have 12 equals 36 minus 24. And I'm going to bring down the information that I'm not using. So 12 and then the equal sign. Then 36 minus 24. Well, 6 minus 4 is 2. And 3 minus 2 is 1. So is 12 equal to 12? Yes, it is. So therefore, x equals 36. All right, for example 3, I have y plus 6.2 equals 9.1. So I'm isolating y, and 6.2 is the number I'm going to bring to the other side. So to do that, since it's addition here, I'm going to subtract 6.2 to both sides. What I do to one side, I have to do to the other. So these cancel out, so now I bring down what I have left over, which is y equals, I'm going to do 9.1 minus 6.2, so can't subtract 1, so we borrow 11 minus 2 is 9, bring my decimal down, and 8 minus 6 is 2. So y equals 2.9. Now I'm going to check this. So my original problem was y plus 6.2 equals 9.1. So I need to plug in what I got for y, which was 2.9 plus 6.2 equals 9.1. And I'm going to do 2.9 plus 6.2 over here. So 9 plus 2 is 1, 2 plus 6 is 8, plus 1 is not 3, it's 9. And bring my decimal down. So I have 2.9 plus 6.2 is 9.1. Is that equal to 9.1? Yes, it is. So based on that, y equals 2.9, and that is our final answer. All right, that is it for this lesson. Go ahead and start on your homework, and I will see you at your meeting time. Bye, guys.